Welcome back to our adventures in boat ownership. It was April 2020, and fiberglass repair was high on our to-do list. The boat did not leak from the underside, but from the top side, well, that's another story. There were places where water was getting in, and those places had to be fixed. Do you see the forwardmost or leftmost stanchion in this picture? It may look upright, but it was wobbly. It sits on a triangular base attached to the deck by 3 screws. Here's an underside look at those connections. Michael removed the stanchion and set to work to repair the fiberglass underneath. What he found was that too much water had gotten under the uppermost layer of fiberglass, so that the core in that area was soft. So he removed all of that core. We could not let that opening stand unprotected while he goes in search of necessary supplies, so he carefully covered the hole. The repair process is a layering process. First, a temporary layer underneath, then a permanent layer above, now another above, now another below. Here's a shot of the first permanent layer from above. Remember that fun tool we bought over the winter? Well, it's finally getting put to use. Michael would wield the knobby roller, and I would wield the camera. Here's a shot of Michael fairing his first fiberglass project. The holes that go completely through the deck are filled with epoxy resin. Since epoxy resin lets the sunlight through, I thought this was a fun image. By early May, the cushion effort had paid off. We finally had a nice place to sit when we visited the boat. Cushions for the other bench and the V-berth were still underway, but it was so nice to sit on this one while we ate lunch on the boat. Also, the floor of the salon is called the sole. In the salon, the largest section of the sole is in 3 roughly rectangular pieces. The left part of this image is the center section of sole and had not yet had anything done to it. The right part of this picture is the section of sole that was removed, sanded, and varnished. Or that might be an oversimplification of what really happened. It was sanded, wiped with mineral spirits, sanded again, wiped again, repeat until Michael was happy with the surface. The varnish was equally repetitive and included some YouTube research, during which Michael learned the term holidays for the places where the unevenness of the wood affects the way the varnish sits. The good news was that the next portion of sole would be much easier to do than the first. Or maybe not. There's a significant bit of damage on the next section, which you can see in this image at the left edge just below center. Hit subscribe and stay tuned to hear more about our adventures in boat ownership.